Mr. Truck here. We're up here in the Rockies having fun with a new 2019 Toyota Sequoia TRD Sport. We're up by, would you say it was Lake Michigan? Or Lake what?
Yeah, Lake.
Yeah, we're somewhere in the Rockies near Walden. And we're up here hauling ATVs around, driving in the mountains. It's a Honda event. It's one of those, one with the new Talon, the new sport runner kind of a thing. We've been driving those in our four-wheelers, driving all over the mountains. And we took the Sequoia all over some big rocks. We went up some big hills with it and actually went off-roading with that.
Yep.
Even though it's a sport model, we had fun with that. And how much power does the Sequoia? Now, it's a 5.7, basically a 350 cubic inch.
Like the Tundra, it has a 6-speed automatic.
How much horsepower?
We had 381.
Cool. How much torque?
401. We got it. We got it.
We're doing good. We're a couple old farts. Both of us are 62, so we're looking for a nursing home while we're up here. See if we can find a nursing home with some really cool nurses. Anyway,
Yeah, there you go.
Come join us. Mr. Truck here with another exciting trailer accessory review. This one's for your gooseneck trailer. It's from Gen Y Hitches. It's called the Cushion Surge Coupler. Torsion Flex. So it's kind of like a torsion axle on a horse trailer. And that, inside here are those torsions. And so as this thing flexes, those will move up and down.
Gen Y hitches. All you have to do is look at them. They're built like a bulldozer. It's all heavy-duty plate metal. Make them adjustable hitches, pencil hitches, shock-absorbing hitches with torsion, like a torsion axle on a horse trailer. These things will last you forever. You cannot find a better built adjustable hitch.
Well, we're headed up to the high country. Not quite Wyoming, but very close. Going to an event so we can drive some more ATVs. But we're having fun in this 2019 Toyota TRD Sport. This is the Sport Sequoia, the big SUV. And this puppy, right now we're only pulling about 3,300 pounds on the trailer. About 400 pounds tongue weight, plus what we weigh. So we're no means maxing it out, because maximum trailer towing capacity on this is 7,100 pounds. Payload's 1,355. So you can use up that payload pretty fast. You've already used up 400 of it with the trailer, and then you figure for 500, so we're getting up to close to 1,000. And it would be easy to have 355 pounds worth of cargo. But, and this is, really typical to a full-size SUVs out there, whether you're comparing to Suburbans or Expeditions or Dakotas. This has 120 cubic feet of cargo space. And this has the captain's chair, middle row, and those back rows also fold down from the back. You can push a button and fold everything down. But there's no button for the hatch. I mean, that's probably something to do with the TRD package. They do all this stuff so that it's more off-road use kind of a thing, so you end up doing some manual labor. But it has the big knobs I like. It has real tiny knobs on the radio that I can't reach, so I guess that doesn't matter. But this rascal, the MSRP on this is $59,745, and it's rated at, its fuel mileage is not great. It's 17 on the highway, 13 in the city, 14 combined, and pulling this little trailer and say 3,300 pounds, we're getting like 10.3. So we're really sucking the fuel. It's got a 26-gallon tank, but it feels like about 20-gallon. You go through a tank pretty fast in this. We're coming home through Wyoming. But, yeah, this is that 5.7, same one in the Tundra, the 381 horsepower, 401 pound-feet of torque. And this has, let's see, I was trying to figure out what this is a multi-mode four-wheel drive with a locking center differential. We did use that. We climbed up some rocks, and it was pretty steep grade because we couldn't figure out this map they gave us to go to this ATV off-road thing. It was terrible. So we got lost a few times. We ended up going some really tight, steep, rocky stuff, and it did really well just using that center lock differential. So I couldn't find where it locks the differential, just locks the transfer case, and they call that the center differential. But it's black, it's got 20-inch wheels, it's got Bilstein shocks instead of the Fox shocks a lot of the TRDs have.
This 5.7 V8 has a 6-speed automatic, probably the same exact one that's in the Tundra. You know, they need to catch up with the rest of the world, maybe get 8 speeds and 10 speed.
You know, Toyota doesn't change things very often, and they do really well with dependability and longevity. So that's what the reputation is. But those are the stats on it. 20-inch wheels. It's got front and rear independent suspension, so 4-wheel independent. All the normal safety things. It's got the automatic high beam headlights, which I really like. I don't know, I didn't really see much of a roof rack on this. I guess I'll have to look at it closer. Because I like the roof rack on the 4Runner. I didn't see much up there. It says it's got it. And these mirrors are decent. I mean, this is, you know, this says the moonroof, all part of that package. It says roof rack, rear spoiler, running boards. But these mirrors, they're not toy mirrors by any means, but they are pretty big mirrors for an SUV. Much bigger than what's on a Suburban. I was surprised, as big as the hatch is on this, it doesn't have a button that you can push to open it. I was kind of surprised, caught me off guard. Figured surely you'd have that. I know these TRD systems are, you know, they're all about roadworthiness and all that, but a few of those things would make me happy if I had a hatchback button. It's got a power window in the hatchback. I do like those rear captain's chairs. Now, they're calling this the TRD Sport Premium. I know it's a TRD Premium, but it's a Sport Premium. So it doesn't have fancy wheels, but that costs $3,810. And it's a contrast stitching. It looks to me like it's all black. There has to be a contrast in there somewhere. And you can control a fan from up here from back there, or they can control it back there. Automatic dimming mirror with compass. And a few of the gadgets on there. But, you know, this one just isn't as fancy as a lot of the SUVs, especially these full-size ones that you see back there. It does have a couple 12-volt outlets up here. I suppose if you look far enough, you can find a USB port. Oh, my golly, I did. I found one. This has got the heated seats. I mean, it's a quiet vehicle, too. Nothing wrong with it. But, yes, indeedy. Of course, this has the LED high and low headlights. The TRD Sport Black satin side door badging, which is cool. It's kind of like a black on black. This has the Sport Grille chrome with a black insert. And, of course, the moonroof. Yeah, that's all part of that. There's a lot that goes with that. Usually it's the moonroof and a JBL sound. I can't tell. I don't see JBL written on here, but that's what the other TRD seem to have. That's really weird. The crash ratings on this is a 4-star rollover, and it's the only one they even bother to rate. There's no rating on frontal crash, side crash. That's kind of bizarre. Oh, I thought this was black. It's a magnetic gray. I guess I can't tell that from the black. Yes, indeedy. I do like this captain chairs in the back. That's like what you got in front. This is a cruiser. A lot of room for your seat, for your feet back there. But I think it's it's not like it's a rear front locker. It's like a middle locker, a middle differential.
I think that's what you were talking about.
Now this does have tow haul mode, which is good, but it doesn't have a brake controller. So I don't know if there's a brake controller as an option on this. It's got the receiver hitch and all all that in tow haul mode, which is good. Well, that's what I was going to talk about. When we were coming up here, we were on a lot of switchbacks and big grades, on Highway 14 toward Walden. And some of those long grades, this thing would shift way down and hold high RPMs for a long time. But that sucks fuel. I understand it being good on, cooling the transmission, cooling the engine, and having to have those high RPMs, but it was searching gears for a while there, which I didn't really like. And they would hold the high RPM for a long time. The Tundra, I complain about it because it has the 430 rear end and it really sucks fuel, but it's great for towing. But I don't know, I haven't found the axle ratio on this. It's got to be somewhere. But I'm sure it's not a 430, but it really sucked the fuel. And part of that was because every time we climbed the hill, it would drop 2 gears. And have, we run at 4,000 RPM a lot. Well, that's not great for fuel mileage. And in tow haul mode, it shifts at a higher point to keep those RPMs up. But, when they change the transmission and do a few other things, that will all improve. But this is pretty old technology in this Sequoia. It hasn't been updated in quite a while. They've been around a long time. That's the whole issue with Toyota is dependability and reliability. That's what they built the whole company on, and it still holds true. But the rest of the world is catching up, I think, on dependability. The rest of the guys, they don't make crap like they used to. It used to be a lot of the big SUVs from this country were just junk, and now they're dramatically improved. That's how the cars, that's how the trucks, everything is so much better now than it was when I was a kid. So I know it's improving. And Toyota and Honda both kind of led the way for that, for having a long life of vehicles. But I think it's pretty well par now. I should measure this, but this back seat has so much leg room. There's room to stack a lot of stuff. And the center console, I got pictures of that. You can, open it and stick grandchildren there. It's big. Or you can slide it forward, which is really weird. Look at that. See that? You can slide this armrest forward. If I got real long arms, I can move this armrest all over. It's like 3 positions. But that's pretty cool. Yeah, I'd give it credit for the big knobs. I like the way it shifts. It's like a gated shifter, which I always thought was cool. But man, that back row seat, just look at it. It looks like one of the biggest back seats in the heavy duties or in the full-size SUVs. It is big. You can walk between the seats and go back and see what the kids are getting into. And that rear air in the ceiling is very nice. This thing will cool off the whole truck. And that's when you got a black interior, you got to be able to cool all that off. I'm trying to figure out what they call the adaptive cruise control. I know they have a special name for it. There it is. It's called Dyna Radar Cruise Control. Dyna Radar Cruise Control, but that's actually adaptive cruise control. Wow, it's got knee airbags. See any airbags near your knees? Not sure how that works. But anyway.
That's a big glove box.
Yeah. You got all kinds of storage in this. On the side, you got a place in the middle that you can put files. It has a little cover for it. But yeah, it's got good pockets in the doors. It's a very usable vehicle.
Oh. Where's the winch? Always got to take a winch with me. No, it's the gas tank.
Where'd you guys go? Oh, I just got in. Oh, you did? Yeah, right. That's where I got my razor. No, that's Windsor.
Yeah, I test drove one with a turbocharged one in Greeley.
You did?
Yeah, that was fun.
Well, they've got a turbo one now? Or is that what's that, the R or the S or whatever the call is?
It's probably the R.
Yeah.
I was just on the rev limiter like every year.
The Honda?
No, Polaris. It's like 144 horse.
Yeah, some of those do like 83 miles an hour.
Oh, yeah.
It's kind of insane.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
180 horsepower. Yep. I guess you already have a turbo kit for this one. Oh, do they?
Okay, cool. If I can get in here, that knocked my GoPro off. Well, you got in good? Yeah, because I want to be able to get a shot going in, shot going out. There you go. Are those GoPro things or latches?
Those are latches. The ignition here, does it key like a car?
Yeah. Is my helmet, is my GoPro going forward?
It is. It's on.
Get down just a little bit, get the hood.
There you go.
Get the hood there.
One more. There you go, right there.
Okay.
So we have I-wheel drive, four-wheel drive. We're going to be two-wheel drive for this. Okay. Automatic or manual. So we're going to be an automatic. So your gear selector, you just put it in high, foot on the brake, up and over. There you go. Then you have to pull out this way. We're going to do a turnaround here.
Is this 6-speed or 5-speed?
6-speed. There you go. Perfect.
It doesn't tear real tight, does it?
No, it does not. It's a race machine. Are impressive, aren't they?
Yeah. You know if they're coming out of the 4-seaters?
Yes, they are.
Good. I figured they had to hit that one.
There you go. Just hit the gas and go. Nobody behind you. No longer than that.
What's the hill climb do? Is that to hold your speed? Or?
Yep. Yeah, going downhill and so.
Oh, that's downhill?
Yep. Downhill or uphill. Go either way. I just turn around.
Does it do it in reverse too?
I don't know.
A lot of Toyotas do that now.
park. There you go. Up and over. Excellent.
Where's the windshield brake there?
No, don't need one.
Oh, really? No park brake?
No park brake. It's got a park transmission. Ah,
You can park it on a pretty steep incline and it won't go anywhere.
it will not go in.
Well, that's cool.
Mine's the same way with my trailer.
Yep.
My trailer.
Oh, goodness, you gotta step over a thingamajigger.
Well, what's the verdict?
It's interesting.
Yeah.
It rides real smooth, plenty of power. It just takes 10 miles to turn it. It doesn't turn very tight, but
Takes some getting used to.
yeah, it's a powerful rascal though, and it's a very smooth ride.